Hello and welcome to The Load In, a United Theater podcast. I'm your host, Lee Metzger, as always, coming from what we like to call the fishbowl. I'm coming to you live, recorded to tape, not actually live. This isn't streamed. This is pre-recorded, so that we can cut out all the parts where Tony talks.
Also not actually recorded to tape.
It's digital recording. I am Lee, as you probably recall. I've been missing for quite some time, but I have just been airlifted out of the Congo and have been deposited back here in Westerly, Rhode Island. And today I am joined by Artistic Director of the United Theater and resident hunk, Tony Nunes. Tony is here joining me today to talk a little bit about some of the things that we have coming up this week and into the next couple weeks, because this is going to be a pretty cool month that we've got ahead of us.
And now that you're back from the Congo, this is going to be a pretty regular podcast again, right?
Yes, that is the plan. We are going to continue to do the podcast and continue to record it and release it weekly.
And I am going to do the same for my podcast, Box Office Culture, which has also gone on hiatus without a reason, but I'm pulling it back. It's coming back next week.
For personal reasons.
Sure. Laziness.
Yes, very personal.
Mm-hmm.
But you have joined us today to talk about something very special. On Friday specifically, we have one of the most amazing experiences in theaters this year, probably, I would say. Yeah. I would say that this is quite the lift for what's generally a very slow movie time, too. Mm-hmm. When you get off of the summer movie season and then you wait for that holiday award season to kick in, generally September and October are pretty tame, boring months for movies. You're kind of pulling at whatever you can get, and these movies are not making much money. But this movie is changing. It's more than just a movie, isn't it?
It's a live concert theatrical experience.
If you're bored of us being coy, we are going to be opening the Taylor Swift ERAS tour film on Friday at 6 o'clock and at 9:30.
That's right.
We have two screenings, and they're scheduled specifically so that both if you attend one of those screenings, you will also have an opportunity to join us in our, what we're calling Studio 89, where we're coming to you live recorded to tape from, at our ERAS party event as well.
Yeah, the amazing thing about this, so the funny backstory to this is that nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that Taylor filmed this. I mean, her ERAS tour was, we all know it broke Ticketmaster. Nobody could get tickets to this thing. It was literally the hottest ticket around, the live concert.
Hamilton 2. People were calling it Hamilton 2.
Yeah, it was crazy. But all of a sudden, they announced, wait, we filmed this and we're going to release it into theaters in a month. Mm. And this came probably a month ago. So we at the United Theater, being that we're in Westerly and that this is one of Taylor Swift's hometowns, I guess you could say, with her house in Watch Hill, we were like, well, let's make this really special. First of all, Taylor Swift has a rabid fan base.
Oh, yeah.
They love everything that she touches. Literally, like, my daughter Hadley can tell you trivia and weird things that I don't even know how she knows these details.
Shout out to Hadley, friend of the pod.
That's right. So this is an exciting release. It's a big release, but like you said, we're doing something fun. We like to make things fun here at the United.
Yeah, we have a little bit of fun, don't we?
We did this with Barbie. We did this with
Wes Anderson.
We
Asteroid City.
Yep, we like to throw a party for the cool releases that are coming out. We did a Barbie party in here. The gallery space normally where we're at is called post-credit scene. Mm-hmm. But like Lee said, Studio 89 is the branding. That's what it's going to be for the next month. This is Studio 89. And I have to say, our whole team here has come up with some really fun, clever, creative ways to kind of activate the entire United Theater for this Taylor Swift experience. Lee in particular, I have to give major kudos and props to, has created a visual brand and identity for all of this that is really impressive and really fun, and I think people are really going to be excited about it. There's these awesome vinyl installations throughout the building. Talk a little bit about those.
Yeah. So if you've been to the theater over the past, I don't know, just a couple weeks since they've been installed, we have taken some of Taylor's lyrics and then blown them up on vinyl installations and decals and put them throughout the area. So when you come into the lobby, right behind the desk there is "I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In." We have in Studio 89, we have "I Had a Marvelous Time Ruining Everything," which is an interesting pull because that song, that lyric is from the song that is about Holiday House. And if you're familiar with Holiday House, that's the house that Taylor bought and renovated. That house has incredible history in Watch Hill. If you haven't looked it up, look into it. It's really interesting. And then we have, our Studio 89 decals out front. Are you ready for it? Let the games begin. And then in the restrooms, wait until you get into the restrooms.
Yeah, let's leave that one as a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, come to these screenings. There are
come
40
come to the theater for the movies. Stay for the restrooms.
Stay for the restrooms. There's 45 screenings total.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is out for a month. It comes out this Friday the 13th. Which is apparently Taylor Swift's lucky number.
Mm-hmm.
And we've sold out the entire weekend. So all of the screenings are sold out. The cool thing is we're doing the party every Friday night.
Save for the 27th.
Except for the 27th. So this Friday, there's a party. The 20th, there's a party. And then November 4th. And we're doing something, November 3rd. Thank you. We're doing something a little different and special for each party. This first one is it's just going to be packed with people. It's kind of, it's opening weekend. So we have special cocktails that are themed and named after Taylor Swift songs. There's alcoholic versions and mocktail versions of most of these because this is going to draw all ages.
This is not only the movies, but the experience in Studio 89 are going to be it's an all age experience, and it's open for the entire family. Like Tony said, we'll have the cocktails in the mocktail bar. We'll also have moments for photography. We're going to have a professional photographer in here, as well as a full-sized instant camera film thing. If you're familiar with Taylor's work, the album 1989, we basically blew that up, and we'll have an ability to take your own picture in it. It's a really quick way to describe that.
It's a good way to describe it.
But all sorts of things that we're gonna have. We also are gonna have a whole cardigan try-on fashion show moment where we have we were sent a dozen cardigans from the Folklore album and Speak Now album,
and we have a whole crate of them that people can try on and wear for their photo opportunities.
And not just wear them for the photo opportunities, but there'll also be opportunities to
win them,
bring them home with you.
Yes. So
these are cardigans. I don't want to be crass here, but we looked them up on eBay. These are very expensive cardigans.
These are very limited edition cardigans. So we have them. There will be an armed security guard standing by them for all of our parties. So just be warned.
There's a whole detail. There will be an entire detail around them.
Yes, this is very special.
We're basically getting the Pope Mobile for the cardigans.
We might. And we've done it with penguins
in
the past. So we might as well protect whatever we can.
Yeah. Secure the package.
So the other days have fun components. A couple that I just want to shout out. The November 3rd one, we do this really amazing program. It's actually my favorite thing that we do. It's called Youth on the Mic. It's an open mic for kids in 6th to 12th grade. We do it every other month at the Nick. We started this well before we even opened the theater. We're doing a very special Taylor Swift version of that in our big black box theater here that night on the 3rd. So we're excited for that. And then on Halloween, So the ERAS tour screenings are, like I said, there's 45 of them. They happen between Thursday and Sunday every week for the next 4 weeks. Generally, there's 3 screenings per day. The one day that we're allowed to show this outside of the Thursday through Sunday window is Halloween. And we said, well, what can we do to make Halloween really special? So a few years ago, we did something downtown where we closed part of the downtown the Sunday before Halloween. It was fun. It was in the morning. Well, this year, you talk about this.
Well, yeah. So this is the revival of the downtown trick-or-treat, storefront trick-or-treat event. And we're adding another wrinkle to it called trunk-or-treat. You've seen this, and I've seen this pop up a couple times. I think it got really popular post-COVID because it was a way to minimize interactions and whatnot. But it's a really amazing event because you have all of these members of the community coming out, decorating their vehicle in a spooky or festive way, and then setting them up at the parking lot next to Michelli's, and then allowing kids to go up and down. And it's a safe, fully lit area.
It's going to be amazing.
Contained. And there's all of the storefronts are going to be able, all the storefronts that want to be involved. We are providing all of the candy for everyone who wants to provide a car, and every storefront that wants to be open and participate.
Yeah, we're closing down High Street for this. All of the downtown businesses have been invited to participate. Even if they're not on High Street, they can set a table out and give candy. As a parent, trunk-or-treats are amazing because, trick-or-treating these days is a bit hit or miss. I have found a neighborhood that we've gone on that's been great. They've held up the traditions.
They withheld the king-size Butterfingers.
They did. Yeah, they just gave Tootsie Rolls and garbage candy. No,
bit of honey.
It's hard though to find neighborhoods that are fully committed and to have a place now on Halloween night. We're doing this from 4:30 to 6:30 downtown. There'll be like 20 cars in that Michelli's lot giving out candy and other things. Like Vesta Bakery's doing one, and they're not giving out candy. They might be giving out some awesome baked goods. Dunkin' Donuts is partnering with us on this as well. They're going to be Dunkin'. Oh, geez. Yeah, don't call them Dunkin' Donuts.
Don't tell them we said that.
Yeah. So they're partnering with us. They have like gift cards they're giving out and all kinds of things. But it's going to be a really great way for the kids to get a ton of candy.
Oh, yeah.
In a safe, contained space with some fun extra stuff going on. So we have the Providence PVD drum troupe. They're going to be here. They're going to be doing some like impromptu street performances throughout the night. Super high energy, super amazing.
This was one of the more energetic and outstanding shows that we had during PVD Fringe Fest.
It was. And we said, we got to have these guys back. And this is the perfect opportunity because they are built for like pop-up energy, like out of nowhere. Everyone's going to be trick-or-treating. They're just going to pop out with their lights and their music and just like impromptu dance parties down High Street. It's going to be great. But then at the end of that, we're doing another Taylor Swift party.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing a Halloween version of the Taylor Swift party.
Yeah, so this one specifically is aimed at people who want to dress up as your favorite version of Taylor's era, whatever era you wanted to do. And then we're going to have a full-on costume competition here. And not just that, but we're also going to have, again, those specialty drinks for cocktails and mocktails. Specifically, I don't have kids of my own, but I have gone trick-or-treating with other parents. And there is a moment where you hit a wall and you might need a little extra something to get you through.
Yes.
So we will be providing that as well.
We have the extra something for all you parents.
Yeah. Yeah, you parents, if you're looking for...
There's coffee, too.
Yes, and that's... Yeah, of course. And there might be a little extra something in that coffee.
There might be. There probably will be.
Yes. But mainly, the ERAS party that evening is going to be specifically tailored.
Whoa. Man.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Great.
It will be tailored to costuming.
And that party's 6 to 7 on Halloween night, so it's like right after the trunk or treat. And then at 7:15, we're doing one screening of the ERAS film that night, which is a great, fun night to go. It's just,
it feels like that night is going to be high energy.
I think
because
it
of
is.
all the activity that's been happening.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun event. But the whole ERAS tour run here, like I said, we're doing a lot of fun things. Oh, what about the cookie? Tell them about the cookie.
Oh, the cookie. So we talked about Vesta Bakery earlier. So Taylor Swift has a famous chai cookie recipe that you can find. Anybody can find it online, and we partnered with Vesta Bakery, and they literally did Taylor's chai cookie recipe, and they made them, and they will be available at all the ERAS parties, and they will probably be available on Trunk or Treat night as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. We like to do little extra things when we can with concessions and the drinks we're doing and special thematic tie-ins to these movies that we're showing.
So for like when Dune comes out, we'll give out bags of sand.
That's right. When the Willy Wonka movie is coming out in December, we have something very special and exciting lined up for that. So
Yeah,
not
keep
gonna
your eyes
spoil
peeled
it.
for that.
That's coming right after this ERAS tour. We're going to start promoting that. So stay tuned for that.
Yep.
But this ERAS tour is big. It's a big thing. We're going big for it.
And it's big for this area. This feels like it's close to home.
Most pre-sales we've ever had for anything we've done since we've opened. Like by a large number.
Yeah.
So if you don't have your tickets, go online. A lot of the screenings still have plenty of availability.
Also, if you have tickets and you wanna give them to somebody else, don't comment on the Facebook posts. Don't be in the comments offering to scalp tickets.
Yeah, that's a scam.
I have to delete those.
Yep.
And listen, you might be being magnanimous and you might want to spread the love, but ultimately it's going to get deleted. So
This is a public service announcement.
I'm just trying to save you guys time and energy.
The more you know.
I'll put that in post. All right, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. We'll talk about some movies and some other events that are coming up.